In this video, we want to find out if Big Willie Smith has still got it or if he's lost the plot altogether. Let's see what's going on. Come watch this with us.
I like pretty girls.
It's the gayest straight song of all time. I just want to play this because it's getting a lot of attention on social media, mainly negative attention. Will Smith is 57 years old, has a new song out. He just put out a new song. I don't know that he was still making new music. I think he hasn't made any. I don't really know. I haven't checked. I think he has not made any new music in a long time. But he's out now, 57 years old. He's got new music out. People seem to hate it. Is it really that bad? Well, let's find out. We'll play it. This is a song called, I think, I Like Pretty Girls. And this, again, was made by a 57-year-old man. Is this the new Getting Jiggy With It? Can Will Smith reach those artistic heights ever again? So many of us have asked, many of us have wondered. We've been waiting for anyone, those of us who grew up in the 90s, we've been waiting for anyone to reach the artistic heights of getting jiggy with it. And no one ever has. That was the pinnacle of American culture, and the artistic output of Americans was there. That was it. Can he reach that again? Let's listen and find out.
I like pretty girls. I love pretty girls. I like pretty girls. I love pretty girls. You don't gotta wait in line tonight. You're too fine for the line tonight. 5 plus 5, you a dime tonight. It's a full house, better play your cards right. I'ma post your pic if you pose. Make one phone call, you in vogue. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up, wait, pose. I'm about to do some investing. I'll spend it on you and your bestie. You and your twin on a jet ski. I'll change your life if you let me. I like pretty girls.
Okay, so no, he can't. That's the answer to that. He can't reach. That's not, it's kind of fascinating. I mean, it's an awful song. It's horrific. It really is. But you almost want to give it some credit because the bar is so low. The bar is in the ground. The bar is is deep. The bar is so low, you have to go through a volcano to get to the bar. That's how low it's like down in the earth's mantle is the bar when it comes to, pop culture at this point. And so you want to say, well, at least it's heterosexual. At least it's that. It's one thing we could say about the song, you would hope, is that, okay, it's about pretty girls. It's heterosexual. And this is Will Smith. I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm sort of impressed that he's singing about girls.
Wow.
It's a man singing about pretty girls. Now, it's a little weird for a 57-year-old man to be talking about pretty girls as opposed to women. But, that aside, it's heterosexual. So that's something. And then you watch the video and somehow, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way. I mean it in a medical sense. Somehow it's the gayest thing you've ever seen.
That's it in a medical sense.
I don't know. It's like he may as well be singing about men. It's the gayest straight song of all time. And on top of that, the song is about pretty girls, and yet there are none in the video. The women, no offense to them, they're not like they're not what you would think of when you think of models for a song like this. It looks like, and they're all like in their 50s. I mean, all these women, these are women who are, not necessarily in the best shape. No crime there. Look like they're in their 50s. The song is called Pretty Girls, not even women. And it looks like, it looks like he went back and found the models that were in the video for the song Miami in 1997. And he just got those same women to be in this video too. I don't know. But the main point is this. To the extent that there's any point that needs to be made here at all, which there isn't, the point is that there has been no. This is the fascinating part. There's no artistic growth at all. Will Smith is 57 years old and still trying to make the exact same kind of music that he made 30 years ago. It hasn't changed. It has not evolved. He has not grown as an artist at all. And there's something very fitting about that. Will Smith, in that way, is emblematic of the culture generally, of pop culture in particular. And look, I know I'm unfairly labeled as the guy who hates everything. I don't hate everything. I hate a lot of things, but I don't hate everything. And there's plenty of films that come out that I love. There are plenty of TV shows that I like. There's plenty of music that I love. Even music that current contemporary music, a lot of it. But pop, like mainstream pop culture in particular, I think Will Smith he's not relevant to it anymore, but he's emblematic of it in that there's no growth, there's no change, there's no growth for me either. For example, I still have not learned to turn my phone off when I do a show.
Yo, so has Matt got a point? What do you lot think? Has Will Smith still got it? Has he lost his touch? What are we saying? What's do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Matt was going after everything in the video. Matt, some of the stuff Matt was saying, I could just tell he was just trying to roast everything in the video. But I expect that from him. But yeah, man, this guy is. Since that slap, I feel like it should have been the other way around. Maybe Chris Rock should have given him a slap. Because it's like, since he gave Chris Rock that slap, it's been, I wouldn't say since then. Like, I feel like it had been downhill even before that.
Straight.
From the whole red table.
Yep.
He's just being disrespected. Like, his manhood got, like, taken from him. Do you know what I mean? Like, from that conversation on that, like, yeah. From there, and then the slap, and then now this is just like, I've never liked any of Will Smith's songs.
Really?
Not one. I thought every single one of his tracks, my opinion, was cringe. Even Welcome to Miami, Getting Jiggy with It, the whole shebang, bro. Like, maybe his old stuff, with Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
Maybe back then, he can kind of get away.
Yeah.
But since then, it's like, I've never liked Will Smith. I feel like the sad part is once upon a time, I can watch his movies without thinking about this crap. Now, it's hard. It's difficult now. I feel like he's ruining a good legacy.
Wow, that's peak.
Do you know what I mean? That's my opinion. Do you know what I mean? It's just going downhill, like, but
Slightly, I thought that legacy has been getting wrecked for time. It's been on a decline for a minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Even before that whole red table talk, I feel as though, I feel like he's movie career, like there are arcs in his music career that were like, in his movie career, that were, him achieving great milestones. But I think, like, musically, I never bought none of his music. I'm sure one of my younger brothers had his CD, and there was a time I went to my pop's house and I was there, and that's probably where I attempted to listen to the CD, played the CD, maybe even banged it a little bit. But bro, it's like, he was just not my genre of music. Basically, he just didn't fit into my genre of music. I'll be honest with you, at that age. So,
because when he was out, like, this is the era of, bruv, I remember Nas, Stillmatic.
Come on, bruv, like all of that stuff, bruv. All of that stuff.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's starting to make sense now.
Bruv, come on, all of that stuff, bruv. It was not
Biggie, Eminem coming out around those times. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. So it makes sense. Like, around when he was with Jazzy Jeff, that's where he would have made like the most amount of sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there's a key point that. Do you have something to say?
Oh, go. I'll say it after.
There's a key point that Matt alluded to, which was growth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, no one ain't telling you to not do music. Do you know what I mean? But let your music grow with you.
Yep.
Like, music is, you're expressing, like, one of the things we can all agree that we love about music is that people get to express whatever it is that they're going through. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so, like, where are you now? Like, where are you now as a grown man? You have, like, you can't relate to the 15s and the 20s. You're 57, dude. Like,
I find that actors, this is my, obviously, unsolicited opinion, I find that actors some actors or many actors have a problem being authentic, and I'm just my observations from Will Smith from a distance, from a galaxy away, bro. I find that he isn't comfortable. He doesn't present himself to me as being comfortable. Basically, that's just like I see him as someone who finds it very difficult to express. Like, did we do the video on his interview with Lecrae? Did we do that?
Yeah.
We did, yeah. So okay, so I think even in that interview, I remember watching aspects of that interview, and my observations were he was finding it difficult to express himself in a particular way, bro. And I find, to me, that was just kind of it felt awkward. It felt really awkward, yeah, bro.
I've always seen him as like a person who just tries to be deep, and he's not.
That's the point. You're saying the same. We're saying the same thing. Like he's not really him. You're not seeing the real him. Basically, you're not seeing the real him, and he's trying to do or be what he's not. Basically, right. So as we observe it from a distance, it's like I see certain things. It's uncomfortable, and it's the maddest thing. I see Will Smith as being most comfortable when he's acting on a stage. Like he can embody a character and present it authentically. And maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe because he's so comfortable going between role to role, person to person, that's where he finds. But that's me. And obviously I've grown up watching him on the film. So obviously maybe for me, that's where I can see him most consistently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess because like I've enjoyed his movies. I have enjoyed his movies. Like over the years, watching his movies.
Independence Day was a banger, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's just one. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've enjoyed a lot of his movies. Is all the antics, I guess, outside of work, or not even outside of work. What am I talking about? I guess his music. He would consider his music his work.
Yeah.
So, but then again, and also with the whole, like his kids and stuff like that. And just like, because
don't get me started on that, man.
You know what I mean? Like just I guess the biggest one for me obviously was just your wife sleeping with your son's friend. You know what I mean? Like that's when we shut off all the cameras and we lock ourselves away for a few years. Like we get off social media or whatever the case might be, and we gotta go away. It's like
they don't know how to do that, bro. That's the problem. It's like sometimes it feels like, because again, same point. Like I'm banging that same drum, because he feels so home in front of the camera. Being away from the camera is abnormal.
Yeah,
it's uncomfortable.
That's what's made him the money, innit? So.
Bro, and that's what's giving him his identity, basically.
Yeah.
To step away from the money point, but yeah.
And I think that's also the problem. Is that a lot of people. This is the weird part, yeah. Like people don't understand how beautiful it is not being famous. Like people don't get that.
Yeah.
We get like, I can make my mistakes and they're not put on the screen.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, but even more than that as well, is like what I tend to see is when you live in front of the camera for so long, you forget that that's fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
it's
a
like
good point.
People forget that that's fake. It's like you don't have to. I mean, it's just really weird how it must be really like really. What word can I use? It must be really hard to always try to be the best version of you every single time. Like whenever you leave your house, you have to be the best version of you. Like you can't get angry, you can't do this, you can't do that, this, that, and the other. It's like you always have to be fake. Just, do you know what I mean? It's like I used to say to my mate a long time ago. Like he was like well known around where we grew up, around the area, yeah. And I say to him, I'm like, bro, like, see the difference between me and you? I can walk out tomorrow and I can wear the oldest tracksuit bottom, like the oldest tracksuit, and no one cares.
You're going to say you make this look good.
Huh?
Don't worry. Keep going.
Boy, maybe he knows. I tend to do that. I haven't. No, I'm joking. But yeah, like I can wear the oldest tracksuit. Like no one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares. Like, do you know what I mean? Because no one has that expectation. Maybe like the person who I'm with might be like don't wear that outside.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But for him, because you're known, the expectation of how you turn up has to be up there. So imagine on their level now. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's why I get, what was his name? Adam Sandler. It's like I think they see him on road, like man's wearing like basketball shorts, like with a shirt. Like, do you know what I mean? With Like he just wears whatever he wants to wear. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you get like a lot of people are not in that space. It's like they've always got to. They have to front for the camera. They have to be a certain way for the camera. And I feel like with him, yeah, you kind of see that quite a lot, unfortunately.
One of the things I keep thinking about, excuse me, as you guys are speaking about, I just keep thinking to myself, it's like, he's an actor.
Yeah.
So do you get what I'm saying? So even with, to the last point you just made, bro, about Adam Sandler, like all of these guys are acting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because actors, they act for a living, you can never truly know when they're actually being real.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when do they actually turn the act off? You would never know. And the better the actor, the harder it is to define.
Come on.
Like, I'm sure in their own family, some of their family members probably think like, I don't know if you're actually being real or not.
Or they can see straight through it.
Yeah, like maybe not. Who? Imagine someone so skilled at putting a character on. They would be able to convince so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, going back to the original points you lot are making, yeah, I think it's definitely a generational thing. Like, because like Will Smith was like one of the guys when I was growing up. And it's like, that's what, so it's interesting, like you saying, Ben, you saying you didn't like him at all. It's like,
His music.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, music. That sounds so foreign to me.
Oh.
Because it's like, but it makes sense. Especially when you start bringing in like Nas and all those kind of things. It's like, yeah, man, listen to Nas, but not,
Like that.
yeah.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because he was, I guess, just a bit before. But, so it's like, for my age group, we listen to people like Nas and like the Slipstream. So it's like we could appreciate it, but not the way people who were, I guess the best way to say it is, when you lot were talking about Will Smith, I'm thinking about, when you said you didn't like his music, I was thinking about the Men in Black music.
Yeah, I hated that.
Like, bro, do you know how many man had that on repeat, fam?
Bro,
Wow.
I hated
Man was going through those lyrics
Wow.
over and over again. But it just, and I think that kind of goes to the point I want to make. It's like, Will Smith had like a very good arc. When you actually think about what happened, he was in music, man started segueing into TV shows and movies. So it's like, most people can appreciate his movies. A lot of people liked his music. But then it's like he crossed over with movies like Men in Black, Independence Day, whatever, became worldwide acclaim. And it's like, you know when they talk about like a fine wine, it ages beautifully over time. That really didn't happen with Will Smith. Because as he went to his peak, wherever that was, it's like, I think about someone like, and it's a bit different, but think about someone like Denzel, Morgan Freeman. Like, they still make, let's go back like 10 years, 15 years, not necessarily right now, but they were still making movies which were good, that people like to watch, etc., even in old age. I don't know if Will Smith will still be doing that. And obviously, it's like, I get it's a different time, but he peaked and it just fell off.
Yeah.
Like, it started to become obvious, especially when his children got a bit older and they started to come into the limelight. Because then, back in the day, it was always about Will Smith.
Yep.
Then it became about the Will Smith family. So it's like, people could get jiggy with Will Smith. But when now we're analysing Will Smith and his wife, even then it was still like, okay, they're both kind of doing their thing, they're both popular, whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, yeah, this family, for whatever reason, is just dysfunctional. And that was the end. And all of that stuff we're seeing now has just been the spill out of whatever's going on in their household. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, his music back in the day was like the thing, innit? But
It's crazy, though. It's crazy. As we were talking, I'm thinking about the verse of scripture that says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And just thinking about the Proverbs 31 woman, thinking about how, and I'm not blaming Jada Pinkett for, or Jada Pinkett Smith for Will Smith's demise. But, and I know there's loads of opinions out there in the world, but it's so important to have the right combination. When you talk about the dysfunctional family and that kind of thing there, this is crazy, bro, because the right partnership determines the way the children are raised, which in turn determines the reputation. Obviously, a good name is better than, gold and silver, rubies and that. And I think what's key is that when you look at Will, when we acknowledge him by himself as a man that stood up by himself, his reputation was like he was acknowledged as a stand-up guy. But as things began to pivot into him and his wife, him and his family, and all the backstory and that kind of stuff, that reputation, that name, no longer held the weight it held once upon a time. And it's crazy because people don't acknowledge, like people don't really look forward. And he probably thought either she's fine, or this is a good transaction, or this is good for my career, this will work out. That's his third marriage, I think it is, isn't it? It's his third marriage.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's his second or third marriage. I think third marriage, or definitely third relationship like that. I think it's the second marriage, yeah.
I think he's got a kid with someone else.
Yeah. I think his first wife, because I think he married early, thinking that like it was the right thing to do. That, so definitely a second or third. But bro, it's unfortunate when you look at how that union was unable to produce the type of fruitfulness that the scripture encourages us is possible with the right, combination, basically. So, but it's sad, man. It's sad. When I think about his arc, it's unfortunate.
And the thing is, like, don't you have like I guess he's got a big enough name that if he says I want to put this out, they'll just put it out, innit? I think, and you got like a team. They'll put their arm around you and just be like,
well, you hear it all the time. There's a lot of guys, a lot of people. They've got a lot of yes people around them.
Yeah, that's the other problem, isn't it?
Some guys don't listen to that. Some people don't listen to counsel. Remember that as well.
Yeah.
I think even that we were talking about it in that video that we did do time ago about he was talking about his ego. I think he mentioned it in that video. And the reality is, if it wasn't that, it was another interview I watched. And it's important to understand that, some people don't heed to counsel, bro. Yeah. They do not listen to counsel. And this is an open door for downfall. The Bible talks about, where there is no counsel, no vision, bruv. Where a person doesn't have counsel, bruv. No vision, no counsel, bruv. It's like that person is destined for dramas, bro. Do you know what I mean? So that's crazy. Yeah, man. Will Smith, Matt tried to go for the juggler.
And that's the other thing as well. Like, that whole, I like pretty girls, fam. Yeah. Like, I don't know when it happened to you lot, but even, like when you're messaging, well, I guess I've been married for a while, so maybe not. But when you're messaging
your wife.
No. Just like when you're messaging, say for example, say someone in my situation, yeah. I'm at church, I see someone attractive.
Yep.
Yeah, and I might be saying to one of you, man, like all my days that, but I had to start changing. Oh, that girl is
that lady,
and then I'll raise it. It's like that woman, because like now I'm realizing, like, yo, like no, I'm an older guy.
Especially when you have daughters, isn't it? You start to like
you have to, but at the same time as well, it's like I'm just thinking of my age, and I'm like, yeah, you can't say girl.
Yeah. True.
You know what I mean? Girl, that's like a little person. Do you know what I mean? It's like woman. That's a woman.
That's real.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, so for him to, like, I know that I go through that. If I'm messaging, for example, it's like, dude, you put a whole song out. Do you get what I'm saying? But maybe he hasn't had that discernment. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
no, bro. Think about it like this, yeah. I get, and I see what you're saying, but I'm thinking that's probably, if not him, his team, because he may have used that word because of the audience he's trying to
hit up just straight
draw in.
But I get that. Even if that was the case, it's like, Will, you're 57, mate. Like,
they don't care, bro. Think about the fact that, think about how many industries are framed at the younger generation, bro. So he knows what he's doing when he's singing that song. Like, I'm with you on that. I feel like he knows what he's doing when he's singing that song. His focus is to get all of these young people to download his track. They're to be playing those tunes. For other guys to be playing those tunes, bro. It's like he's trying.
That's a fail, bro.
Matt was on point. Matt was on point in that he is trying to hit that young generation, bro.
Yeah.
He's trying to go back. Man's trying to insert himself exactly where he was when he left before.
That's a fail, like in many ways, because even if you think of it, it's like, even if you have a team and they're like, we're gonna go at younger generation. Yeah. That song does not sound like what the young generation are listening to.
True, but remember it's pop, so he's trying to hit. I don't know what they listen to the pop music now, but it's like a pop tune.
I don't think it sounds like. I don't listen to pop, but I don't think it sounds like that. It does not sound. But that sounds like Will Smith getting jiggy with it, bro. It's just the same bounce, bro.
And that's the thing that you said it earlier. It's like he's not aging the way he should in like musically.
See, I heard a quote one time. Yeah, it said, like, I'm gonna paraphrase the quote. Yeah, so it's like your body, you don't determine how your body grows and how tall it gets and this, that, and the other. But your mindset, you decide. Now I'm gonna grow. Like, do you get what I'm saying? As like, a lot of people get caught up in a place where, like, they don't tell themselves like this ain't for me anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, because I guess we can say like rap, for example, like you still have the Nas's and stuff who rap.
Yeah.
You still have the 50 Cents, and I think that they're like in their 50s now, right?
Yeah.
Like them not still rap or whatever the case might be. And it's funny how, I know, yeah, this guy's a funny guy, but like with Jay-Z, for example, like it's almost like he separated himself and kind of went on with his age.
What do you mean?
So he might speak about investments and, you know, like how you should treat your money and so on and so on and so on. And you still have like the 50 Cents who's still talking about, I'm gonna shoot you up and this, that, and the other. Like they ain't lived in the ghetto for many, many, many years, probably over 20 years now. But they're still talking that talk like that, basically. Do you know what I mean? Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
It's the same thing we spoke about just now. It's audience. They are targeting
A
their
specific
audience.
yes,
50.
yes.
If 50 start talking to to bankers and all their mandate, like I don't even talk about Jay, but if like Jay-Z, but if 50 start talking about to bankers, that's not his core audience. And even if they are, they approach him because of the fact that he talks the way he talks. So those bankers want to be in the club. They want to be cool like he is. So they approach his music from that perspective. But if he pivoted now, started talking to, I don't know, like university graduates about XYZ, bro, that's not necessarily his core audience.
I feel like it's skill. Like what did Steve Jobs say? Like he was like, I think when they were talking to him about, this is what they want, he was like, they don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And man, he brought you along with what he wanted. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like
I feel like it's slightly different.
Nah,
like,
you reckon?
I tell you what, because that product we're talking about, as in the iPhone, is different from. I feel like rap is deeply spiritual. It's deeply like not rap, music altogether. It's deeply spiritual, and it's like there's like a level of conversational engagement. It's like a friendship, a bond. If you think about where you first heard music, certain music from, I think that plays a massive part in terms of how that music is introduced to you and how you carry that music on and you carry on that relationship with that music. A friend listened, shared it with you. You listened to it around them. You went to a party. You listened to it somewhere. Someone brought you. Like if you go way back, it's like not just like now where boom, you hear something on the radio, X and Y, or even on the radio back in the day. But different. There were different introductions. I think those introductions play a part in terms of how we carry that relationship with us and the conversations that are going on in that dialogue. It's like people are meeting you where you are and journeying with you where you are, or meeting you, thinking about the things you're thinking about, addressing the problems and concerns you've got. I think the iPhone and that kind of technology introduction is slightly different. I feel like it's slightly different. The reason
why I could compare it. So I understand about like you can hear a particular song at a particular place and it gives you like the nostalgic feeling, right? For example, like I think recently, like I came across a YouTube thing that was talking about Wiley and Dizzy Rascal performing together.
Right.
Whereas obviously when we were younger and we was coming up and Wiley and Dizzy, I think they got into like a beef thing, and they ain't spoken to each other for, I don't really know the backstory or whatever, but then they were on stage. Do you get what I'm saying or whatever? Like performing the old songs that they used to perform. Yeah. And I remember someone putting in one of my friend groups, and they're like, like nostalgic feeling, like them not performing together. I get the song, but as you progress, as you grow, it's like you can, because the audience, as you're growing, the people who used to listen to you at a certain point, they're also growing. They're no longer the same age. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So as you're growing, like they've got jobs now. So some of these people who would have been listening to you, like I remember when 50 Cent first came out, and I remember where the stuff that I was doing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, bruv, the majority of people that I know don't do those stuff anymore. they're grown, they've got kids. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to advise their kids, like, listen, you don't do this. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So
Is that everybody in your group, or are there some people
bro,
who are still in that same space, still? What Dr. Max was talking about, he goes, people over exaggerate the past and over exaggerate the future, overestimate. They exaggerate the past, overestimate the future, and undervalue today, basically.
Yeah.
And the point is, I feel as though some of those people are still living, like your boy saying, nostalgic feeling. Some of those people are still living in the heyday of yesterday, and in turn, still love that music, still love that kind of that storyline, and are still following that arc. Maybe not with that same artist, but with someone else today.
I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of the people now, who back then, a lot of people, they are grown. They are grown. They have kids. They know, like, that stuff. They'll call it. They might listen to it, because the issue is like a lot of people don't say, especially with like the whole thing with the black community today, right? Where it's just like you guys don't say no to this stuff, like the rap, the killing, all that kind of stuff. There, you guys don't say no to this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And because a lot of people are in a place, like, for example, like even here, I think I've mentioned it in one of the videos that we've done. It's like, I don't watch things like Top Boy, and I think there was another one called there was another one. It was Top Boy. There was another one called Intent. Like, there's quite a few going. Yeah, there's another one called
Blue Story.
Something
Blue
like that,
Story or
yeah.
something like that. I know that director was blowing up or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Rapman or something that calls himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I won't watch none of that is because I don't live that life, bruv. You know what I mean? It's like, there's not a character in there, at least from what I've heard, that don't resemble the stuff that.
Do you think everyone thinks like you?
No, I'm not saying,
in respect of that.
I'm not saying everyone thinks like me, and I'm saying a lot of people actually did say like they enjoy Top Boy and so on and so on and so on. But I also feel like there's a lot of people on the other side where they're like sick of that. They're sick of the black community always being presented in that way. Because believe it or not, like, you go to, like, like they say, like social media has the loudest degenerate people. Because the people who are doing the right thing, they're doing the right thing behind closed door. They have no reason to be showing their women and their husbands on social media. Do you know what I mean? Which creates a narrative that the majority of people who look like us are doing this crap.
Yeah.
When in reality, the majority are actually at home. They've gone to work. They've done their job. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's the majority. The issue is now when you go. I don't want to put her on blast, but like, I have a work colleague, yeah. And I remember us getting into a conversation. I'm not going to mention her race, but she's not black. I remember us getting into a conversation, and she goes, "Oh, but you guys are good at dancing, sorry." And I was like on the one hand, we are. Do you know what I mean? On the other hand, it's like, that's what she knows of us. Do you get what I'm saying?
She watched, what's that program called? Step Up or one of those.
No,
I don't know what it's called.
That is not.
She watched one of those dance shows. Step Up, is it called?
Yeah, Step Up, yeah,
something like that.
She was like, you guys are good at, but the reality is, yeah, like them lot, I was about to give her a figure away, but her race, they're really good at dancing. Do you know what I mean? Her race, they're really good at dancing, but that's what she recognizes about us. That's what we put out there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I feel like there is a lot more people who have grown. Whether Will Smith knows it or not, there's a lot more people that would have appreciated his now self than the ones he's trying to go towards, basically.
Brother, listen, I hope and pray that the numbers are indeed as you present them, and that the ratios are indeed as you present them, and that there are, more people who have a greater appreciation for maturity, the sober side of life. Do you know what I'm saying? Being represented appropriately. I just like, and yeah, bro. Let me just leave it there, bro. I don't know, bro.
But even when I say there's a lot more people that are grown, I'm not necessarily saying like, you got this 57-year-old and he thinks like I'm saying like there's more people that's going to work, like living a normal life. Do you know what I mean?
But it's always like that. It's like even back in the day when man was, roaming around on road, there were always people who had jobs. There were always people, and you have to remember, like you're saying, there were people who were older than us who had a mortgage or rent to pay, bro, or who had whatever. So obviously, in that, there will always be that kind of, or you'd expect there'd always be that kind of view of people, that segment of the people who are living the mature life. But even in the midst of those mature people, you've still got that subset of the mad people that want to be acting
they're
foolish.
about,
Do you know what I'm
they're
saying?
about, they
I
get
think
about,
every
bro.
generation, you have those degenerates that do degenerate stuff. Then you've got the people on the other side who are trying to live a reasonably respectable life and do things the right way. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, yeah, I think Will Smith knows a lot of people that, you know, think and reason and are at a mature age have been watching his life play out.
Yeah.
And their opinions of him right about now, he's not in their good graces. A lot of them were sitting there and watching that show, watching him slap up next man, and they have an opinion of that. So, but the young, forgivable people who just go to the club and dance to music are gonna play his track, and just when it comes on, yeah, they start reciting the lyrics in front of everyone else, bro. I think that's what he's banking on, bruv. And then they'll go back and download it, and then his numbers will go up, and he'll make a little change from it, bro. Then maybe drop another one.
Please don't.
All right, guys, it's a wrap here. Let us know what you think. Is Will Smith restarting his rap career with that banging new track, or are things still on a decline for Will Smith? Yeah, put a comment in the box below. Let us know what your thoughts are. We'll catch you back on the next Conversations with Biz. Peace.